Hey guys, hello and welcome back to Pen and Papers. This is Siddharth. In the last part, we spoke about the theory about fountain pens, and in this part, we will see all that theory in practical. So let's start with Pelikan M205. This particular pen is a piston filler. This is Pelikan M205. So let's see how does that work. Before going to the filling mechanism, we'll try and see how the anatomy of pen works. As I said, this is a cylindrical shaped pen. This is the clip. This is the cap. This part is called barrel. Since this is a piston filler, this part here is called piston knob. Okay, this rotating part, this turns, and this is called the piston knob. This part here is called finial. Few pins do not have any finial design, few do, and this is one of them. This is the clip. This is the nib. Now this is a steel nib. It is also available in gold and titanium nibs. We'll try to see a gold nib sample. I don't have any titanium nib with me. This is a feed. This is a plastic feed. Every company has their own feed design, and if they're making the nibs in-house. Otherwise, as I said in my last video, they use Yovo, Schmidt or any other big brand. And so how does this pen work is, if you want to fill this pen, since it's already filled, I won't be using it to fill. Let's see if I have any other empty pen. Anyway, we will continue with this only. So this is a Shinkai ink, Iroshizuku Shinkai. This is the ink in this pen. So let's see how that works. So here I am turning this piston knob. Okay. As I start turning it counterclockwise, the ink will start coming out. I hope you can see. And to fill the pen, you need to dip the pen inside the ink and you turn this clockwise. And when you do that, the ink gets filled up. Usually piston fillers have nice ink capacity, and so they let you have longer writing sessions. Cartridges or converters do not hold that much ink in the pen, since piston fillers use the part of barrel, so the ink capacity is more. So this was piston filler. Let's go to the other type of filling mechanism, that is an eyedropper pen. This is Quality 69JT, I guess. Airmail pen this is, and this pen has two things I wanted to show you. First is this one has an ebonite feed, a simple feed, and as I said, ebonite feeds have a bit of wet flow of ink, and so you get better flow with this kind of feeds, but it's not always possible to get an ebonite feed. This is a golden color nib, but not a gold nib. This is just a golden color nib. So once you unscrew the grip section of eyedroppers, you find, as you can see, I hope you can see, This one doesn't have any hose or anything. It just indirectly goes through this part and comes out of this here. So if the ink level becomes too low, then the pen starts burping. That's the major problem with eyedroppers. So this is the barrel, and you can fill it up with the ink. This entire barrel can be used as an ink reservoir, and this pen has a huge ink capacity, almost 2.5 to 3 ml of ink. To fill this pen, we use such kind of eyedroppers. You put this eyedropper in the ink bottle, and then you can fill this pen up like this. So this is the second type of filling mechanism. The third type of filling mechanism that we are going to see is cartridge converter. Most of the pens that are there in the market nowadays are cartridge converter pens. This is platinum balance. This one is a demonstrator. If the pen is transparent and you can just see through the barrel, then that's called demonstrator. Let's try and see. So once you unscrew the, oh sorry, I accidentally unscrewed the grip part. I didn't know that you can do that, but I did. So once you unscrew the barrel, this is a converter. This is a converter. So this again works like a piston. You rotate it anti-clockwise, and then you rotate it clockwise to fill up the converter. Since this is already filled, I won't be doing it. And then again, this fits perfectly into the grip section of this pen, and the pen is good to go. This is a rotating type converter or piston type converter. Now let's see. Nowadays most of the converters are like this. Few years ago Parker had, or Parker still does have, this kind of converter where you just suck the ink out of the bottle like you do with a normal syringe. You pull this back and the ink gets filled up, and then again you can put it in your pen and use it. So this is a Parker converter. This is a Jinhao converter. This has very similar design to that of a Schmidt converter. You rotate this knob, ink gets filled up, you unscrew it to clean or anything else. This is an empty platinum cartridge. I often use them to fill the ink of my choice with a syringe. You can simply use a syringe and fill this up, and you can use this in the pen. Once you use up the cartridge, you can use it for whatever ink you want. Yes. So this is a Schmidt converter. This is most widely used in almost all the cartridge converter pens. So here this Schmidt nib is embossed on this metal part, and again works similarly. Unscrew it to clean or anything, and rotate it clockwise to fill it back up. Okay, so this was the cartridge converter part. The last one I want to show you is a Vac filler. Vac filler has some interesting mechanism. So this is TWSBI Vac 700R. So once you unscrew this part, and then you pull this out. There is this lever, metal lever if you can see. This metal rod here has a plastic, has a rubber stopper or rubber part attached to it. You pull this out, you see. I won't be doing it because it creates vacuum here. So this comes out like this. This entire part comes out like this. And then to fill up the ink, you simply push it back. You simply push it back. It creates vacuum here. You put it in the ink and it creates vacuum. And then once you hear that click, I hope no ink was spilled. Yeah. So once you put that, the barrel gets filled up with the ink. So this is the Vac Filler. I personally love this mechanism very much. I like this mechanism. This holds a lot of ink, almost again 2.5 ml of ink, and you can have a great writing session. Many people often face this issue when they are writing with Twisby Vac particularly, that they run out of the ink when they are writing. That is because they don't open this part. This Twisby Vac 700 has one more feature. That's this rubber part seals up the pen. Once you screw this up, this rubber part seals this barrel part from the section part, and so the ink doesn't get a proper flow from here to here. So if you want to write or you want to have longer writing sessions, you just unscrew it a couple of times and pen will be good to go. So since I was telling you about the filling mechanism, I thought I should also cover this. This is one more interesting filling mechanism I saw. So it has a spring and you press it to create the vacuum and then you release it, so the ink gets filled up in that part of converter, and then you screw back your pen and the pen is good to go. So that's about it, folks. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Also your comments, suggestions and your queries are welcome. I'll be more than happy to help you with your queries. You can connect with me on my Telegram channel, Instagram channel. I'll post the links in the description section below. Thank you.